Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you for stopping in. Today, I have a knife from Kizer to unbox, and I think this video is one that many people have been waiting on. Before we dig in, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I release daily knife and EDC content. Hit that thumbs up button. That helps push this video out there to more people, and let everyone know what you are carrying in your pockets today down in the comments. I love seeing what you guys are carrying for the day. So as you can see, this is a larger box, and it does say Militol on the front there. So I think by deductive ability, you can figure out that this is the brand spanking new Kizer Militol. And I have been waiting on this thing before it was, well, at least before anyone ever knew it was a thing. I thought that originally, when I first saw that as a folder, I thought it would make a fantastic fixed blade design. And here we finally have it. Now, this one specifically is going to be an Amazon exclusive. We are going to be looking at a satin D2 drop point blade with a G10 on G10 handle here. We have gray and black G10 inserts there. So this is an Amazon exclusive. They have several other versions as well that are going to be dropping, and I think they have some other exclusives. Now, for the people who are really interested in getting the Amazon exclusive version or a D2 version, which I think this is, there's not many D2 versions. This might be the only one. But you're going to want to be quick with it, because the last time I had an Amazon exclusive from Kizer, it was sold out very, very quickly, and I have not seen them return. So it's something that if you want, you're going to want to pick it up, as soon as possible, or risk the chance of them not being there at least for quite a while. So not only are we going to be looking this feller over, but we're also going to be bringing out the entire Militol family. So let's get started with this thing. We'll get some specs on it. I like the route that they're going with the Militol series, making minis, making fixed blades. We are looking at about 3 3/4 inches of cutting edge, and then you could call it that for total. And we're coming down there right at 8 1/8 inches overall. So here's a couple of comparisons with the Para 3 and the full-size bug out here. I love how they made it look like it's the folder. You know, it looks like it's got the pivot and the insert screws. And then we have a nice little lanyard hole back here on the butt end. And here it is up against the RSK from Doug Ritter and Hogue. And we have the Paramilitary 2 here. And you can see that the Paramilitary 2 is quite a bit bigger than the Militol fixed blade. And the RSK is going to be about identical in size. Now, the ultimate comparison, or at least the comparison I think most people are going to want to see, is the Militol fixed blade up against the just very, very popular Kizer Smolt, which is also a Jonathan Styles design, and really, really mirrors the Militol family. It's not quite the exact same thing, but you could understand where someone might think this is a, mini Militol fixed blade. It could almost pass as the Militol family there. It's very, very similar, but you're going to see here that the Militol fixed blade is a more substantial knife in almost every way. We're talking thicker, taller, and longer. a much broader handle and quite a bit more blade. As you can see here, just quite a bit more blade. It's a taller blade, it's a longer blade, it's a much more substantial fixed blade than the smolt is. So there is a difference there, and enough difference to make a difference one way or the other. For the people who want to know what's the smolt look like up against the Militol, this is it right here. For the people who have been waiting, to decide on which one to get, here is, a perfect comparison to show you either A, you want to go with the smaller smolt, or B, you want to go with the little bit larger Militol. So for anyone who doesn't know, Kizer hides the sheath and a bunch of other goodies underneath your insert. Okay, good. This is what I've been wondering. Okay, it's still coming with an Alti clip. We have a microfiber cloth and paperwork there. So, and that's okay that it comes with the Alti clip. Alti clips are very useful, but the main thing is the sheath. The sheath is going to be a taco style sheath instead of a pancake sheath. And I think that's where the smolt needs maybe not a redesign, but a additional option with a different style of sheath. And here you can see what I'm talking about. We've discussed this before in different fixed blade videos, but this is a pancake sheath, 2 layers of Kydex. This is 1 layer folded over, and you can see the pancake sheath is going to be taller than the taco sheath, and that's what makes these so nice to have for your EDC fixed blade. It makes it just a thinner profile all the way around, whether you want to scout carry this at 6 o'clock or you want to put this in your pocket. The taco style sheath is going to be a lot easier to deal with than the pancake. Is the pancake still completely doable? Yes. I've thrown this in my pocket many times. I put an Alti clip on here. I took the textile lock off, and it works great in the pocket. So I'm not saying that it's just that these don't work. I'm just saying that the taco style sheaths work better just because they're slimmer. I think the smolt would be great with the ability to, or the consumer to say, I want the smolt with either the pancake sheath because it's a belt knife, a camp knife, and I'm not going to be putting it in my pocket, or I don't plan on it being an EDC knife, or you do plan on putting it in the pocket and you want it as an EDC knife, so you want a taco style sheath. So that's a great route that they're going with the Militol. They went with the taco style sheath, which is a big deal. The Tech Lock, not so much a big deal. You can pick up an Alti clip or scout straps for 10 to 15 bucks, which is not bad at all. And you still have the Tech Lock if you ever want to put this on the belt one way or the other with it. If you are going to be using it outdoors and you want it to be on your hip, kind of out the waistband type of carry, you can still go back to that Alti clip. If the sheath is not the way you want it, so say you love this knife, but you just couldn't do this sheath for whatever reason, it would cost a lot more to get a new sheath for these fixed blades than it is just to buy a simple Alti clip or set of scout straps. So I like that it's coming with the taco sheath. Kizer has done knives with scout straps, and they've done some knives with a kind of belt clip, pocket clip type of setup. I think this knife would have been perfect with a set of scout straps on it. And then the person could say, hey, I want this as a scout carry, or I'm going to get an Alti style clip of some kind and rock it that way. But I see why, they want to use that textile clip. Retention is on point, a nice positive snap. I could even see this being a neck knife for some people. Guarantee some people will use this as a neck knife. It's got the retention on that sheath to be able to do that. Another thing I'm seeing right off the get-go is I can get this entire handle in my standard grip before it comes out of the sheath. That is something I look for. It's not a make or break type thing, but it is something I look for and like to point out. That's kind of a big deal. If you need this quickly, you know that you can grab this while it's still in the sheath, wherever it is, and have that full, normal, regular, ready-to-go grip that you are going to want to have. So I really like that as well. Let's go ahead and see what kind of edge Kizer put on this D2. And to be honest, I haven't looked to see, what this is marketed more towards. Is it marketed more for a camp outdoor knife, or is this being marketed as an EDC blade, or is it something they're marketing as a crossover for both? I'm not 100% sure on that fact, but if they are advertising it as a camp knife, outdoor knife, then that's exactly why they went with the textile lock there, and that's perfectly acceptable. And also, even if they are trying to say this is a crossover knife for both, which that's where I think it is. It's kind of put on whatever you think the consumer is going to get the most benefit out of. And, you can carry vertically or horizontally with the tech lock. I just think it makes it a little bulky, and I think it adds a little bit too much weight that is useless weight in a sense, in my opinion. I think straps or an Alti-style clip or just a pocket clip, it lightens the load, it lightens the profile. The only time I see a tech lock, for me personally, on a fixed blade of mine is if I am outside the waistband carrying it vertically and I'm just doing outdoor work or camping or something to that effect. I will have links to everything that I can. These are going to be dropping on October 11th based on my scheduling. You're going to see this video after the 11th. So most of the Militals have dropped. I don't know if the exclusive is dropping the same day. I am going to try to push this up to the day of the drop, or at the very latest, the day after the drop. I will see what I can do. As far as final thoughts and conclusions on the first impressions for this fixed blade, I think it's awesome. Very well done, a nice ramp, a great sheath. Love the ability to access that handle in my standard grip while it is sheathed up. There's a lanyard spot down here for lanyard fans. I think this is very comfortable. You're going to be in a stationary grip no matter what your hand size is. That is for your index finger, and that is for the rest of your hand. I wear an XL glove. Medium, large, XL sized hands are going to be just fine on this fixed blade. And then depending on which version you get, they're going to have a multitude of steels, D2, 154. I think they're doing like 3 or 4 different steels for the fixed blade Militals. So you're going to have your choice of a lot of different steels depending on what you need and what price point you're going to be in. And I think it's going to be a great fixed blade. The other thing that I think a lot of people are going to love this fixed blade just for what it is. Nice row of jimping that I'm just now seeing and pointing out. We've had a lot to get to. I'm not even going to have time to do the comparison in this video like I wanted to, so I will have to figure that out for another video, and I won't push this video as that. So as far as a comparison of the Militals, we'll do that in a separate video because I guess I could still do it for the people who want to see that. But the other thing is, I think also some people are going to find that this fixed blade is too large for them as an EDC fixed blade. For the people who really prefer something under that 6 to 7 inch mark, which this is quite a bit over that 6 to 7 inch mark, this is going to be too large as an EDC fixed blade. Now, does that mean it's not a, worthy pickup for someone? This would still be a great fixed blade to have if you don't have anything, right, that's a little bit more companion sized to you. This would be a great option for a companion fixed blade. And what I mean by that is just something that can handle a little bit of everything, right? It can handle your EDC tasks. It can handle some outdoor tasks very well. That sort of thing. Something you can use in a multitude of different roles. It's kind of your companion fixed blade. And that's where I see this fitting very well. For me personally, I'm going to rock this as an EDC fixed blade one way or the other, whether it goes down into the pocket or whether I'm putting scout straps on it. I'm going to figure it out, and I will be putting this on the belt or in the pocket one way or another. Very nice. It's got a healthy blade stock on it. It's definitely, it's overbuilt, whether it's for an EDC fixed blade or just kind of a companion fixed blade. It's a heavy fixed blade. And I don't know if they would ever do it, but a mini Militol fixed blade could definitely be suitable, but then you're in that same realm as the smolt. The smolt is about 6.5 inches, where this is an 8 1/8. So the mini Militol could potentially go to like 7 inches, and you'd have a different size, a different blade shape than the smolt. So I could see a mini, depending on what size, because the smolt is a little bit smaller of a fixed blade in comparison to what's out there. So they definitely have some room to work with as far as if they were to come out with a mini Militol fixed blade. So here is the full-size budget Militol, and here is the budget mini Militol. So here's a great comparison for you. And like I said earlier, I'll do a separate video kind of going through each Militol and talking about them and comparing them. I just wanted to get a size reference up here for everyone. It's definitely more in line with the full-size folder Militol, but it's actually longer and a little bit skinnier as far as the handle is concerned. And the other thing I'm almost sure of is the blade stock is going to be thicker on the fixed blade, and it is by quite a bit. And that's something else we'll dive into in the family video of the Militols. We'll go into all those intricate specs and whatnot of each knife. That way we can see all the varying differences, and we have a lot more time to do that instead of trying to fit it in the unboxing like I initially wanted to. We just didn't have time because there was a lot going on and a lot that kind of needed compared and shown before we really dive into the family tree of the Militol. But there it is, the Militol fixed blade and a couple of the Militol brothers, and we can call the smolt a cousin. But there you go. You have a great idea. The mini Militol is more of a secondary, no question. The full-size Militol is a primary folder, full-size folder, and the Militol fixed blade is definitely a healthy EDC-able fixed blade. Great series from Kizer and Jonathan Stiles. I look for this knife to come out in a crossbar lock, a button lock of some sort, compression button lock. The sky, is the limit here with the Militol series. There's so much that can be done with it. And even what I've thought about is different blade shapes off the Militol design, different blade shapes. I don't know if that makes sense, but in my mind, it does. So that would be interesting. If you're still here, let me know if that's something you also would want to see, is new locking systems and new blade shapes. I think that would be really cool. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. I always appreciate that, everyone. If you're new here, I release daily knife and EDC content. Make sure you are subscribed and ring that bell. That'll notify you anytime I release new content. We go live every Saturday, every Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Every Saturday, every Monday. All and everyone is welcome to come and just hang out. Or if you want to join in on the chat and have some fun, you're more than welcome. I'd love to have you there. I will put up a couple of new videos. Go check one of them out. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching. I will catch you on the next one.